fuck are you gonna update that shit? I'm in Pittsburgh with a lot of hoes. Young nigga with a bankroll. Lil Dirt 88 on Twitter. Junior Dirt _. Yeah. Cartoons was the last shit on my mind. I was chasing folks. Hey. Wash your ass. Brocos get nothing.
Yo, I'm in Pittsburgh with a lot of hoes. Young nigga with a bankroll. This is the Ignant Agenda. I'm your boy, way more fly than you. One you on Instagram, way more fly than you. 2 U's on Twitter. Your baby mama's favorite single father. To my left, big black nigga with the bald head.
What's up, everybody? Lil Dirt 88 on Twitter. Junior Dirt _88 on IG.
Man, we sound tired. Let me get my act together. Shout out to the sponsor, Marley Juice at Marley Juice 305, greatest juice in the world. They got red, purple, green, orange, yellow. What else I'm missing? A few other colors too.
Right.
Check them out, man. At Marley Juice 305 on Twitter and Instagram. Tell them we sent you. Bartimus Prime gonna hook you up. My nigga Mark up. We don't have no what they call that shit? A promo code.
Yeah, we ain't got none of that.
We ain't got none of that. Just say you heard of them on our show, and I'm pretty sure they'll shoot you some kind of discount. We ain't negotiate that shit with them at all, but I'm pretty sure they seem like pretty reasonable guys. How you feeling up top, man?
I feel good, bro. About you? Take it.
Another day in paradise.
Right.
Another day on this side is always a great day. So, I got this thing next to my bed. It said, it's on my dresser.
Mm-hmm.
It says, today is a great day for a great day.
Right.
Some shit like that. I don't know. But I look at it every time I wake up, and it is inspiring to help you kind of get off your ass and say, you know what? Let me get out here and make something happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that listened to us. Hit us up, Twitter, Instagram. Leave a comment on YouTube. We on YouTube. The video still posted. I get a comment every now and then from YouTube. Somebody, I don't know if it be spam or somebody really watching, but shout out to YouTube. Shout out to Riesling too. I've been killing the wine lately. Not even gonna flodge. Riesling has been my drink of choice as of late.
Right.
I fucked around and got some white Zinfandel yesterday like an old ass fucking auntie, and that shit was banging. Yeah, man. So what's good? What's new? What's new? How you adjusting to the new location?
Shit, I'm loving it. It's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like security. Cool. One thing I was worried about, like staying in an established neighborhood and then moving to a different spot. You always worried about your neighbors, niggas making too much noise. But like you worry about this shit now. Like when I was in my 20s, like you didn't really worry about this shit. As long as nobody was kicking in your front door.
Correct.
But now like you worry about noise, all that shit. So man, and then now getting to work is easier, faster. Getting the kid to school is easier and faster. Getting home is easier and faster. So I ain't really got no complaints right now.
Every minute count in the morning.
Hell yeah.
I said that before. Every minute count. If you are a parent, and not even if you're a parent, really, if you just a person, you're a professional. You got a job. You got somewhere to be at a certain time in the morning. You know when you leave your house, typically how late you finna be to work.
Right.
If you leave at a certain time, damn, nigga finna be 5 minutes late. Or, you try to catch up. You try to make up for time if you get into traffic going a different route or whatever. So to decrease your route, 15 minutes going and 15 minutes coming, frees up 30 minutes of your day.
Right. So
that's huge.
30 minutes of more sleep, 30 minutes doing homework faster.
Yep.
Like, so that gives us more free time in the afternoon. Like it just, my sister-in-law even said it on Monday because we went to my brother-in-law's house on Monday, and we got home like that.
Yeah.
And she called us Monday. We was talking, and she was like, "I bet y'all love living over here on this side of town." I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah, it ain't as bad. It's more niggas.
yeah,
There's definitely more niggas, but they the good niggas.
right,
They not the niggas.
yeah." That's what y'all niggas that live behind Walmart on Canola, them niggas.
Niggas. And if you know about niggas, you understand what we're saying because that shit make a huge difference. Like the area you live in, you want to feel comfortable, you want to feel secure, and nigga, like that shit matter, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even go to the Walmart right here. They too niggery for me. I go to the one in Conyers.
Right.
I go to the one in Conyers. They got a Publix out there, Target.
Yeah.
I will make that 7-minute drive any time of the week.
See, like the gym over there. So when I finally get into a routine, that's what I'll probably end up doing. Go to the gym, hit Publix, hit Target. Same thing I used to do on the other side of town.
Because really, for you could go to, if you had to go to Target, you go to Target before you go to the gym.
Right.
And then hit the gym on the way back, and then hit the highway on the way back home.
Yep.
So.
And then it's multiple Publixes. I probably prefer the one in Conyers. Because that one's newer than the one over there off Sigmund.
Yeah, the one off Sigmund, the floors look real old. Them the first Publix floors.
Right. You can tell by the sign outside.
Yeah, you can. It's an older Publix. They got to go ahead and they got to put some new flooring in them. Man, I don't know what's going on, but they got to request that. It's not a bad Publix though, because they always got everything I need.
Right.
But
looks matter.
Yeah, aesthetics definitely is a thing. So
like, okay, if you running late for work, you stop and get breakfast.
I'm already late.
Might as well go get a biscuit.
Fuck them. I'm finna eat though. I'm already late. What you finna do?
Right.
Say I'm more later.
Right. Nigga, yeah, it don't matter. I'm just
And my boss don't be tripping about being late, like because half the time I'm staying past the time I'm supposed to go home anyway.
Right.
So even if I roll through there like 8, I'm supposed to be to work at 8 o'clock. I roll through there like 8:20, 8:30. She will not say nothing to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now you rolling that bitch 9 o'clock. It's a little you pushing
it, yeah.
But I'm supposed to work 8 to 4:30. Sometimes I don't be walking out of there till 5:30, 5:45 sometimes. So, how we clock. Well, we don't clock in and clock out, but how our time works is, man, you work 75 hours in 2 weeks. Man, you pick and choose how the fuck that shit go.
Right.
So.
Yeah, we kind of. Well, I have a key to my. I'm like typically I'm the first one there, and my boss like you said, no real niggas got real jobs, so we ain't got to punch in, punch out, none of that shit.
Right.
They just it's like a trust system.
Okay. Yeah.
They trust you to work 80 hours in 2 weeks.
Cool.
So.
Rest in peace, Michael K. Williams. Mm-hmm. He was one of my favorite actors. If you've been sleeping under a rock or smoking rock. Michael K. Williams, he's most known for his role as Omar in The Wire.
Right.
You ain't never see The Wire, huh?
No, but I seen that meme though.
Which one?
Where you walking outside the projects with a shotgun?
Oh yeah. Omar
that
was like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gay than a motherfucker, but.
Oh, he was gay and.
Gay as fuck. He was gay than a motherfucker in The Wire, boy.
I'm trying to remember the first.
Like openly gay, like kissing. You know what I'm saying? Played a role like that was a controversial role,
especially back then.
Yeah, because he had to kiss men in the show. You know what I'm saying? Like he was the gay gangster. You know.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the first thing I remember seeing him in.
And a lot of people are, they attribute his role as Omar to open the doors for a lot of gay black men that were actors. Because truly before that, this was The Wire came out like 2002. You weren't seeing a lot of gay black men featured in film, TV, shit like that. So yeah, Omar was a gangster. Don't get me wrong. He will blow your fucking head off without a doubt, and then go home to his boyfriend. Sometimes he had the boyfriend in the whip with him. They would be, you know what I'm saying? His whole role, he robbed drug dealers, pretty much. Like he was a civilian. He robbed drug dealers. Everybody knew him. Everybody was scared of him. You know what I'm saying? And like that was his role in the show. It was a great show though, but unfortunately, Mr. Williams was found deceased, I think, in his apartment complex.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you know, they already started with the theories. You know, they found drugs in the system. He was very open about drug use as an actor coming up. I remember he was on, I think he had a Breakfast Club interview where he talked about trying to get clean and things of that nature. But I honestly feel like in Hollywood, in order for you to tap into that next level, you probably got to be on some type of something.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Whether it's coke, weed, a lot of niggas be on Adderall,
mm-hmm.
a lot of niggas be on pills, but it's a whole new thing that you tapping into, a new, I guess, experience, a new person. And sometimes drugs, I hate to even say this, sometimes drugs unlock that level.
That creativity.
That creativity, right. Yeah. So, I don't know if you got anything to say about Michael K, but he was truly an extraordinary actor.
Yeah, I was just shocked, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I seen the meme and I seen him in a few movies. So yeah, just, you know, rest in peace to him.
Yeah, they say he was found dead at his home. And they looking for the drug dealer that sold him the drugs. Apparently it was an overdose. I don't think they've done an autopsy report as of yet, but they did find drug paraphernalia in the home. So he was found by his nephew in his Brooklyn apartment, and I think he was from Flatbush, and I think that's a subdivision or subsection of Brooklyn. So rest in peace, Michael K. Williams.
Yeah, man. Y'all,
he also played in The Night Of. Did you see The Night Of?
Mm-mm.
The Night Of was good. That's another good series. It was only like 8 episodes, but it was really good. Yeah, man, like Michael K was real dope, man. So R.I.P. to him. Put a ring on it. Recap.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can talk about it.
Right. No, nigga, have you seen it?
I did.
Okay.
I had to wait.
I know you had to wait.
But, you know, we finally got there. We finally got there. I had to explain to my mother that watching a show without your significant other is almost like cheating. You know what I'm saying? I was truly offended when my significant other went and watched what's the shit on Netflix? Clickbait.
Oh, I gotta watch that.
Shit is good. I ain't gonna lie. I just finished it yesterday. So I go to watch Clickbait.
It's already been viewed.
No, I was like, oh, we gotta finish watching Clickbait, and the room got real quiet. I said, you watched it already, didn't you? I needed something to watch, and I was like, wow. I was so offended. Like that. If you understand, you know, being in tune with your partner and bonding, quality time, you can understand how serious it is when you get to a series that you both enjoy. And it's hard to get her to watch TV. It's not hard, but she's not a TV person.
Likewise with mine.
You know what I'm saying? I know yours like books mostly, audio books, reading books. Mine as well. She never been a TV person. So when I be talking about Cosby Show, Different World, Martin, well, she watched Martin reruns and shit, but like other series and movies and things of that, like TV wasn't really her interest.
Right.
So when I find something that she gravitates to and likes, that's an experience to me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that kind of put a damper on it. But anyway, I did finish Clickbait, but
you should have flipped some tables over or something.
I should have, but you know what? I I'm learning to compartmentalize emotions that don't really get me anywhere. You get what I'm saying? Like that's I could be mad at that, but it's like, it's just a show. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it was something bigger than that, I would have raised a lot of hell. I just let her know, like, yo, come on, man.
I'm petty, so
don't do that.
I'll probably go get like a Cinnabon and don't bring one home. Just like bring one for myself. So you remember when you watched the TV show without me?
See, I never want. Look, I can do that. I can do that all the time. I would have to pick something that she liked though. She's not a sweets person either, so it's like I had to pick like some fruit or some shit like that, or ginger or something.
Right.
Like, some healthy shit.
Where my bananas?
And then just go get it and then not share it or some shit. So, but Put a Ring on It, man, was very interesting. If you don't know what Put a Ring on It is, it's one of my favorite shows of this year. It showcases 3 couples or 4.
3, yeah.
3. LaRonda and Lil Man.
Yeah, Weems and his girl and
Yep.
Damn, I keep forgetting the nigga name.
And then
From Phil.
Eric.
Yeah,
Oh,
Weems.
Eric and Tiffany.
Yeah.
Is her name Tiffany?
Jasmine.
No, it's not Jasmine.
It's not Jasmine.
No, and then Smoke from Fillmore was on
that's-
this season.
Mm-hmm.
His girlfriend was Alexia.
I never found her attractive.
Towards the end, she stepped it up. Not even gonna lie to you. Towards the end, you gotta give it to her. Alexia was bad towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, the show showcases 3 couples that have been together for a while, and they probably should be married by societal standards, but they aren't. Smoke and his girl was together off and on for 14 fucking years. I'm gonna just start there.
And the nigga had 3 babies on her or some
Had
shit?
3 kids in the time period of the 14 years off and on. I think Eric and Tiffany was together 3.5.
Yeah, something like that.
And then LaRonda and Lil Man was together 3.5, 4 years, something like that as well. So basically, the premise of the show is you are to date other people, and in the process of dating other people, you're supposed to find out a lot about yourself, but also find out a lot about your relationship, how strong your relationship is, what are those triggers that impact your relationship the most. Can you all overcome it and move to the next level, which is, of course, engagement and marriage.
Right.
That's the synopsis. It was like 6 weeks, 8 weeks, something like that. But the reunion show was last week.
Mm-hmm.
So, was that the second reunion show or the first one?
It's only one.
It was only one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, in essence, I'm disappointed in Smoke. He really, really made Alexia look like a fool on TV.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't honest about his feelings throughout the entire show. The feelings that he did have, to me, they were very minuscule and could have been fixed because his whole argument was, I ain't getting no sex. She telling you, well, I don't trust you enough to fuck you.
Right.
So therefore, we ain't fucking.
Right.
As a result, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, which came out to be true.
Yeah, and
Like,
she definitely was her gut was correct.
if no woman trust, like I think it's a few women out there that'll fuck you even though they don't trust you.
Correct.
But it's a lot of women that they gonna close their legs. Like they gonna close shop, nigga. Like you not gonna bring home disease or anything.
Absolutely.
If you gonna treat me dirty.
She was definitely one of those people who probably was a virgin till she was 21, only had sex with like 3 people, and Smoke was the third.
Right.
So, I was disappointed in him because instead of him adjusting and providing assurance to his woman, he goes out, and of course the show is dating people. So to me, it would have looked way better if he would have went on one date with Kai and said, I don't want to go on another date with her. Went on another date with somebody else. Like, just continue to date other people and not hone in on this one person, which ultimately got him in trouble.
Well, I think I wouldn't necessarily subscribe to that, because the show is like they want to test you. At one point in the show, they're gonna test your boundaries.
Right.
So if you bounce from one date to a date to a date, then they're never gonna test you because they'll never have. There's no continuity. There's no foundation.
I partially agree, only because let's say you go out on the first date, you like the girl because it happened with old boy,
Right.
the little man.
Yeah,
He went out with the first. I forget. I can't remember his name either. Went out on the first date. Then the second date, the chick with the bald head. I think that was the second girl he went out with. She was bad, and he couldn't help himself with her either.
Well,
He went out with the singing girl first.
yeah, I think that was the one better suited for him.
Yep. Then he went out with the yoga girl.
Sure, right. Mm-hmm.
Yoga girl was bad.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. She was bad. And he was sweating there.
Well, he was a bitch anyway, so like I thought old girl was gonna leave. I thought LaRonda was gonna leave him.
I did too.
He
I thought she was gonna leave him for Musclehead, the big swole nigga.
right. To me, like I don't know what his problem was. I think his problem was that he's cheated on a lot of different women.
He cheated on everybody.
And his karma was catching up to him.
I think so too.
Like his girlfriend was pretty. Like
he bagged a bad one.
Yeah, so now you don't know what the fuck to do.
LaRonda was cute though.
Yeah.
She had a nice smile, you know what I'm saying? She was you could tell like she ran track or something like that. Or she was an athlete. But even on the first day, this nigga was in the bathroom throwing up.
Right, like a bitch. Like you know what the show's about, bro. Like why the fuck you
Yeah, putting on all this shit, you know what I'm saying? So, but ultimately I learned a lot of great information from the show. Communication first and foremost. You could tell the couples that actually listen to each other versus the ones that don't, and then you could see the growth in all of the couples towards the end.
Right.
To me, I think Tiffany and Eric progressed the most.
Oh yeah.
Because and primarily Eric progressed the most because if you notice in the beginning, he was all like he would get upset when she would go out on a date or when she would talk about other guys. But I think he quickly realized, yo, if I don't straighten my shit up, I'm finna lose my woman to one of these niggas that be walking around with no undershirt on. You know what I'm saying? So that was interesting to see. But that's definitely a great show. Put a ring on it. It's on OWN. What's old girl name? What's the doctor name?
I can't remember. But she has a lot of good advice. For that particular situation, I'm not sure if she a marriage counselor, whatever the fuck she is. But
Dr. Nicole LaBeach. Sorry to cut you off.
Nah, you good. But for her, like she like a great host for that show.
Absolutely.
Cause she know how to diffuse situations, like bring you back down to normal. You know what I'm saying? Like we gon' y'all niggas hold hands, be lovey dovey, but at the end of the day, it's still a process. Mm-hmm. Trust the process, and then make your decision after these 10 weeks or some shit like that.
Very monotone, very even keel attitude. She talked to you, and just the tone make you feel better.
Right.
Even when Alexia was going through when she caught Darian cheating, or when he confessed that he cheated, to me, which was stupid, because man, he was so scared. You could tell he a nigga that he don't perform well under pressure.
Nah.
Because when Kai threatened to tell, for me, personally, I never would have had no closure meeting.
Nah, because she don't deserve that shit.
Fuck that. The bitch, I already didn't talk to you for 10 days.
Right.
I'm in the clear.
Right.
Bitch, I'm not finna go back to you and say, oh yeah, you know what, I'll just need some closure. I've been ghosting you for 10 days. Like, that's the reason why she was snapping.
And the fucked up part about it was they was like in such a good frame of, of a relationship. Nigga fucked it up.
He fucked it all up. All you had to do was say, you know what, Dr. Nicole, respectfully, I don't need any closure.
Right. Me
and my woman have, we are working towards what we need to accomplish. And I got tunnel vision. I'm focused on my relationship here. I would prefer not to have a closure meeting.
And
that's all he had to say.
And my biggest thing this season was like more so the men needed the most direction. Like Eric he had a trust problem, and he didn't know how to respect this lady. Same thing with Darian. Little man, he was just all over the place.
He just
too
insecure.
emotional.
I think emotional. Look, short man, it's in complex because LaRonda is taller than him,
right?
Just like everybody else. And even in the reunion, you seen how dude tried him. Like, that was a little low blow.
I thought that was her son.
Yeah, that was corny for him to do that. You could tell like he was upset that he didn't win in the end.
Right.
So.
But you know what you going on that show for, nigga. You know that you can't put all your feelings in. Like the one nigga that was dating
Tiffany. Was crying. That nigga was gonna cry on the last date they went on.
Oh, the one was like, yeah, if I never see you again,
nigga, bitch.
Yeah. Like, nigga, bro. First of all, she married to a former NFL player.
Correct.
So adjust your expectations right there. Like, the nigga probably got a little money in the bank. Like, she probably get whatever she wants. So go and adjust your expectations.
That's it.
But you on a TV show with people that's already in a relationship. Like, they're swayed to one side already. Like, it ain't shit you can do in these little bitty ass dates that's gonna make you.
And old girl talking about, I came on the show to find love. No, the fuck you didn't.
Right.
That wasn't your purpose.
Right.
Because you already set up for failure if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Because you're dating somebody that's in a relationship. So
And then if they leave, like, to me, I'm not saying it's cheating, but it's, I don't know. I feel like they already have like a half foot out the door. Like, I can get up and leave at any point in time.
Who?
Just anybody that can just walk away from a relationship like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go on a show like that. I'll just be completely honest. Like, because I'd rather us just go to therapy with somebody like Dr. Nicole and try to fix our problems than introduce a whole nother variable that's going to cause friction.
Right.
If you already don't trust me, what the fuck I'm finna go on another date with another bitch for?
Right, and I get the opportunity every week to go on different dates. In Atlanta?
Right. And the show is making you control your feelings about me going on a date with somebody else. Yeah, I already know how this is gonna go. When we get home, it's finna be some furniture moving because you are already insecure about certain things. And I'm just further adding kerosene to the fire by going out with these bitches and laughing and kikiing and all this other shit. You see how every time Eric went out with old girl, the Spanish girl, nigga was showing all 32 teeth. Cheesing like a motherfucker.
Touching lovey-dovey and shit like that.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah. I don't want that. I don't want none of that temptation.
I feel you.
Look, I don't get a lot of my fucking attention on Friday nights. And Ready for Love about to come back on, too.
Oh, yeah. They finna be in D.C.
About to have my wine, my Crunchy Munch.
I put this nigga on the wine. You put me on the Crunchy Munch, though. I can't even front. Crunchy Munch good. I would always walk by this shit in the store, but I'm addicted now. So, absolutely. All right, yeah. So, Put a Ring on It was a great show. Can't wait for season 3.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. You heard about Clinton Portis?
I saw he got some kind of felony charge. I didn't even think to read the bitch.
Clinton Portis, man, what you doing, bro? Like, I don't understand.
He was one of probably the best NFL running backs in a small time frame.
Clinton Portis rushed for over 10,000 yards. Let's start there. I'm thinking 9 seasons.
Probably, yeah. I'm for sure right.
I looked the stats up. Yeah, rushed for over 10,000 yards in 9 seasons. No, he was right at 10,000. Mm-hmm. Sorry. 40 years old. Made over $43 million in the league, right? Made over $43 million in the league. Played for some pretty good fucking teams. Denver Broncos, at the time, Denver was pretty decent. Mm-hmm. Washington Redskins is where he got the bulk of his bread from. Mm-hmm. Clinton Portis gets cased up in a defrauding insurance plan case. And he pled guilty. It was healthcare fraud, basically. And I used to work. So when I worked in Miami, I worked for DCF. And we worked in, like, how the state do is, they'll have one building and multiple agencies that be in the building. Mm-hmm. So in my building, it was FDLE, Florida Department of Law Enforcement. It was DCF, Department of Children and Families. But on the first floor was Medicaid. Mm-hmm. So Florida Medicaid or one of the facilities was, I think the call center or some shit like that. And every Friday, if you was walking out to go to get lunch, somebody was walking out of that floor in handcuffs for Medicaid fraud. Like either you falsifying a application. That's why y'all niggas that out here lying on these food stamp applications and shit like that and Medicaid, y'all niggas might want to chill because that's a felony. Just letting you know. I don't know if y'all niggas knew that. But Medicaid fraud or insurance fraud is definitely a felony, and that's what this idiot got cased up doing.
I can't believe that nigga made
$43 million. $43 million over his career. And I heard stories of Clinton Portis borrowing money from niggas or needing to borrow money from niggas because he fucked off his money.
He's from Miami, right?
Nah, Clinton Portis from Portis from. Portis is from, he played for Miami, but
okay,
he
that's
not
what I'm
from.
Thinking about. That's what I'm thinking about.
He not from Miami. Let me see. But at any rate, he gets cased up. Was he from Miami? No. He from Gainesville. Nowhere near Miami. It's like 5 hours from Miami.
Okay.
I don't know too many niggas from Gainesville. But it's country as shit. It's like being from Ridgeland.
Oh, damn.
It actually might be worse. because Ridgeland is actually, I think Ridgeland's smaller than Gainesville.
Shit like Hardyville.
You know, drafted in 2002, second round, 51st pick, which it's not bad, you know what I'm saying? But he ended up, you know, he played 1 year with the Broncos, and then he played 13 years. Was it 13 years? Yeah, he played 13 years with the Washington Redskins. So he played over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? 2-time Pro Bowler, second all-team. Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2002. You know what I'm saying? He a national champion with UM. First team All Big East in UM in 2001. Like, all of these great accolades, bro, you could have. I'm not going to say what you could have did because I don't know your situation and why you did what you did. But what you did was extremely stupid. You know what I'm saying? And it's certain people that you just don't fuck with. 3 of them people is the I, the R, and the S. Okay? There's 3 people. And then the feds, the F, the E, and the D. So, you know what I'm saying? You just, on any level, you just don't want to play with them. Their resources are unlimited. So if they was able to find Bin Laden
Right.
in a hole in Southeast, where the fuck ever,
In the middle of a fucking
in
desert.
the middle of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? And all they did was send 7 niggas in the hole to kill him, allegedly.
Right.
What the fuck make you think they ain't finna find your country ass on a laptop filing a PPE loan for $100,000 worth of some shit that you never ordered or received? Like, it's just stupid, man. You know what I'm saying? So Clint Portis was among 3 former NFL players who have pleaded guilty for their roles in a nationwide scheme to defraud a healthcare program for retired NFL players. U.S. Justice Department said. So it's the feds is on his ass. The U.S. Department of Justice. 40-year-old Portis, a former running back who was drafted by the Broncos in 2002 and spent the bulk of his career at Washington, faces a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison.
Damn.
He's scheduled to be sentenced on January the 6th. So they finna make you wait for them to tell you that you're going to jail for a decade, potentially. According to court documents, Portis caused the submission of false and fraudulent claims to the plan on his behalf over a 2-month period, obtaining $99,264 in benefits for medical equipment that was not actually provided. Portis, who earned 2 Pro Bowl selections during the NFL career that spawned from 2002 to 2010, and former wide receiver Tamarick Vanover, you know who that is?
Just one more time.
Tamarick
No,
Vanover
never.
pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit healthcare fraud on Friday, 2 days after their trial resulted in a hung jury. Both Portis and Vanover agreed to pay full restitution to the Upshaw plan. 47-year-old Vanover, who played for the Chiefs and the Chargers from 1995 to 2002, recruited 3 other former NFL players into the plan and assisted in filing claims that yielded those players $159,510 in benefits for medical equipment that was not actually provided. He is to be sentenced on January 22nd. So y'all niggas did all this stupid shit for less than $200,000. Now, I'm not an NFL player. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what NFL players go through once they retire. I'm pretty sure the withdrawal from the game,
Right.
you losing the love of your life. In a lot of instances, niggas that play football, that's the first thing that they ever good at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I could understand how you being away from the game is very, very trying. But don't break the law, bro. And if you do break the law, don't break the law for no damn $159,000. That's just that. That just don't make no sense to me.
If I'm going to jail, nigga, I'm going.
We robbing a bank.
Big time.
We robbing the bank. We robbing FDIC. The people who insure the bank. That's what we trying to rob. And the scheme, I'm finna be on some Ocean's 11 type shit. Like,
Right.
Or we gonna rob a casino or a business that holds a lot of cash. And nothing with computers. Because it's all traceable. I just don't understand people today, man. Like, I really don't. You know what I'm saying? So, prayers up for Clint Porter, stupid ass. I don't know what he was thinking, but I hope, you know, the sentence is favorable to him and his family. I understand that. He probably will be made an example out of. Because it's like you trying us. You ain't even go after the big check. $159,000. So, yeah. Lastly, niggas love people leftovers. And this is not a gossip podcast. I don't want nobody to think that. But Diddy was caught kissing, what's her name? Joy.
And she Bow Wow baby mama, one of his baby
Future
mamas,
baby mama
one of
too.
them niggas.
So it's just a smorgasbord of niggas sharing bitches and bitches sharing niggas. This girl got 2 rapper baby daddies. Now seen kissing another rapper / producer / mogul. You know what I'm saying? And he got a thing for going after other niggas' hoes. He was with, not too long ago, Carisha from City Girls.
Right.
Then it was Lori Harvey before that. Oh, during that time or whatever, because remember he not got caught, but he was with Steve Harvey and them somewhere at some dinner. Right. It's just like, bro.
That nigga.
You could get your own hoes. It's okay.
That nigga stay in the mix too.
Yeah, if you got money, especially if you got money, Diddy. I'm not trying to tell you what you do with your penis or nothing like that. But at the same time, bro, you got enough money to get any woman in the world. Why you running after these niggas at old hoes? Clearly they old hoes for a reason. Like you shouldn't wanna. To me, you shouldn't aspire to be with another nigga leftovers. Right. That's just my whole point. You know, I get it that you find other niggas hoes attractive, and you're human. I'm human. It's happened to me before. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, bro, go to Switzerland and get you some bitches from over there. You know what I'm saying? Australia. Like, you could literally go anywhere in the world and find somebody that probably look better than Bow Wow and Future's baby mama. Right. It don't add up.
I'm not saying the nigga got to be married because he was with Cassie. I'm not Cassie. What's it?
J-Lo.
No, not J-Lo. What's the other one?
Oh, Kim.
No. Damn, what's the girl name? Start with a C.
Cassie,
yeah. Mm-hmm. He was with her for so long. He never decided to get married. Like, I don't understand why you don't want to have, not necessarily get married, but have a life partner.
He said he don't want to get married. I remember him being on, it was The View or some shit like that, and he said it, I think. He said he don't want to be married, which is understandable. I can understand why people don't want to be married. I really can. But at the same token, like, have some couth. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool, you don't want to be married. Get your own hoes, though. Just have you a little nice rotation of bitches that understand what you about. Like Nick Cannon. Right. All Nick Cannon doing is just dating bitches, having
babies,
getting them hoes pregnant and moving on. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? If you got enough money to take care of these kids and the women ain't complaining, right? Nigga, how can I complain? Right. It is what it is. So,
I mean, yeah, I ain't that when I first heard it, because I don't even really know who the girl is, but I know she was like the connection with Bow Wow and Future to Sierra, because they all got siblings and all this other shit. I'm like, all right, bro, like
too many dick residues, man. Too many. That's crazy.
I don't want no parts of that shit.
Yeah.
But y'all niggas got bread. Like, y'all can't find this
money long.
Y'all just want to date the same hoes.
I'm not even looking at a nigga in the industry who had a.
You was with who? Yeah, Future. All right.
Yeah, nothing against Future. I'm pretty sure he's a great guy. But man, I'm not finna be. I don't want to be with somebody else, baby mama.
Right.
Like, that's just like when I say that, I mean purposely go after.
Right.
You know Bow Wow. Like, we can't sit up here and make it seem like you ain't party with Bow Wow. I think Bow Wow and what's her name was just, what's Brandy brother name? Ray J, right. They was just on the Breakfast Club promoting.
Oh, some shit. I did a few
some
months
love
ago.
shit that Diddy is campaigning. Now you turn around and you kissing this nigga baby mama. That shit is weird, man. Yeah. It really is. Like, it's just weird. But
yeah, I don't know if I could dap you up after some shit like that.
Like, leave my baby mama alone. Right. Like, what you doing? We supposed to be cool. Even if we ain't cool, like, have some kind of respect for me that you ain't finna just go after my baby mama. Especially if we done business together and we done party together.
Right.
They was bigging you up, singing your praises on the Breakfast Club, and now you go kiss the nigga baby mama. That's foul.
See, and with Bow Wow case, like, because he's a lame and he's not as lucrative as he used to be, like, you don't even know, probably don't even say shit to the nigga.
But how do we know that? I hear a lot of people say that.
I don't know, bro. Because he funding your shit.
This the thing. I think Bow Wow do a lot of corny shit. Can't front. But for a nigga to be a child star and get on at 8, 9 years old and to still be relevant at 34, 35, that's a long time.
I mean, yeah.
That's a long time, and clearly he's been able to sustain himself with acting, music, merchandising, so on and so forth. I do admit that he do a lot of corny shit. Can't take that away. Like, he should probably stop. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people around him that say that he should stop, but, you know.
But he not on Diddy level, though.
Oh, no. I don't
So,
think I would
so
never say
that's
that.
what I'm saying. Like, you.
Yeah, I would never say that.
Can you, even though y'all probably, both of y'all, let's just say both of them still, he's a millionaire, Diddy is close to being a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Can you step to a nigga like that, like, hey, bro, what the fuck?
Yes, I can, because it's about being a man at that. Me and you have partied together. We cool. We probably got each other's phone number. You know what I'm saying? We done probably shared conversations, intimate conversations about life. And
Right.
yeah, I could step to you. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. Yes, I'm going to step to you. Yo, leave my baby mama the fuck alone. He wouldn't be wrong if he did that. That's all I'm saying.
So,
Bow Wow wouldn't.
And then after you say that, you close the book on it. No, whatever the fuck he say, like, nigga, stop being a bitch.
Oh, we fighting.
Okay.
Cause I came to you like a man. Like,
Right.
yo, out of respect. If your response is anything other than, yo, my bad, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm swinging on you. Straight up. Because why else would you be going after my baby mama? Why?
I can't ask for these niggas. I ain't know what that nigga make. Well, hold on, let's chase I mean, but I ain't know the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, because you got a kid, don't mean I know. Like, but like you said, they been in the
But it's
same
a
room.
different, yeah, that's
they
a
been in the
different
same
case.
room.
Them niggas done been,
yeah.
They done been on the same yachts together, I'm pretty
Right.
sure. Same parties, done music together. Like, their history, you know what I'm saying?
Aligns them in.
Yeah, like, come on, man. So,
Man, these hoes for everybody.
listen, all right. So, the topic of today, we talking about, are you comfortable talking to your partner? Now, this conversation spawns from just a general conversation that you and I were having about being able to communicate things that you're feeling, likes, dislikes, areas of improvement to your partner. And the reason why I asked you what I asked you earlier is because I wanted to know, do you feel like you're creating a safe space for your partner to be able to talk to you about any and everything?
For now, for sure.
When you say now, how recent is that now? Like, put a date stamp on it.
So I'll be 33 this year. So I feel like within the last 3-4 years, I created a space where we can talk about just about anything without it being somebody getting upset or being outraged or anything like that.
Okay. What do you think attributed to that change in being able to conduct conversations as such?
Going to counseling is one. Second is like being mad about the shit doesn't change what happened. Understanding what happened and being able to have a conversation about it, and then it resonating to where, okay, well, we'll have an example for Chase or for somebody else's, you know, if we have another kid or whatever. Like,
I think understanding what happened there's a difference between understanding what happened and knowing what happened.
right.
I know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
You said this,
Right.
and I said that. And then you said this,
Mm-hmm.
and I said that. Understanding what happened is this is what made me say this because of what happened. Versus, yeah, she said this, said that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I think the understanding of how we got to a certain place is a very, very critical piece of information.
Right.
Because if you can understand how we got here, then we're able to fix it.
Right. And there's some things you just don't need to know. I've learned that.
Give me an example.
Like your old girl's past. Like, how many niggas you slept with? I'm just using this as an example. Right. How many niggas you slept with?
Yeah, I don't care.
You suck everybody's dick? Like, that shit you just don't need to know.
I don't want to know.
Right. So, but understanding like, hey, I've been married before. I got divorced. Mm-hmm. Okay, tell me what happened. And then tell me what you did wrong and what you think she did wrong. Mm-hmm. So, you can hear yourself speak, so you won't make the same mistake. And then B, she can understand that, okay, just using this as an example. Okay, a nigga like for me to cook 4 times a week. Mm-hmm. So I need to prepare myself to cook for 4 times a week.
Or do you?
It's basically in the conversation. Hey, babe, I don't want to cook 4 times a week. How about 3? Oh, that's cool.
Or 4 times a week seems a bit excessive.
Right.
Can we compromise with 3?
Right, and you cook the other one, or some shit like that.
Or where are you willing to help out, or something like that? Mm-hmm. Like asking open-ended questions and not closed-ended questions. It allows the conversation to breathe. Mm-hmm. So, I don't want to, versus, I think it's a better way we can approach this, or what about this? Or may I make a suggestion? What about 3 times a week, and then on the 4th night we rotate, or we order takeout, or something like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Approaching body language, to me, probably the most important elements of a conversation, because one, I'm going to judge your body language and approach you based on what I see. Mm-hmm. If you got an attitude already, I'm probably not even going to bring up what I want to bring up, because I don't even believe you're going to receive it well.
Right.
If you seem disinterested when I approach you, likewise, like, I don't want to talk to somebody that's not attentive to what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. So I may refrain from having this conversation and table it till later, based off of what I see, how your body language is, and how you're acting. So.
No, I agree. Like, creating a safe space for your significant other is important, and it took me a long time to realize that. And it's a combination of us going through what we've been through, and then me just having a nonchalant attitude about certain shit. Mm-hmm. And it took me a minute to realize this. I felt like as a man, I was doing everything right. And a lot of times, especially like when you're dealing with older parents, you go to work, you come home, you're not cheating, you taking care of the kids, you good. Mm-hmm. But with the modern day woman, is a lot more to that shit. Mm-hmm. It's like, you got to understand my love language. You got to, there's a lot of details that aren't really explained, or old school niggas didn't care about. Mm-hmm. So now, you gotta take that extra mile. You gotta make sure that she's good and you listen.
I had a conversation last night about should we be rewarded for not cheating? This is a brief tangent from the topic. Should men, 1, be rewarded for not cheating, and or 2, should that be a point for congratulations? Like, am I ever allowed to say, well, yeah, but I ain't cheating?
No.
Why? Why not? I'm just asking.
It's just, I feel like it's an unspoken rule, because at the end of the day, your girl can say the same shit. Well, shit, I should be rewarded for not cheating. She has just the same emotions that you have.
True.
If you find another woman attractive, she find another nigga attractive.
True.
You go around looking at ass and titties all day, she might go around looking for dick prints. So, like, if you want to dish out that energy, you got to take it back, too.
I feel like we should be able to use that if they get to throw in our face how much they ain't finna cook. Not saying that happens with any of our significant others, but you've seen it. You know, social media is a prime example where you get to the cooking conversation. Oh, I'm not cooking X amount of days. I work just like you do. Yeah, okay, cool. I don't cheat. Like I'm out here doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing. I'm faithful to you. I'm attentive to you. I get up and go to work. I take out the trash. I cut the grass. I help the kids with the homework. I cook when you need me to cook. Like I'm doing everything and I'm being faithful. To me, that is a plus because it is primarily in our nature to like variety as a man. You know what I'm saying? So I do understand that, yes, in a relationship, you're not supposed to cheat. Of course, nobody is. But I think we should get more grace for not cheating than women because women are far more selective about how they handle their bodies, the type of people that they deal with, who they give themselves to and all of that. We should be as well, but societal standard says that, you know, men prefer variety and, you know, it's okay for us to go out and fuck 12 bitches in a week and not look like it's a big issue.
I would, if it was me, I wouldn't say you better be lucky I'm not cheating or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I would never say it like that.
I would say, I would more so be like, well, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think women know they're a lot to deal with. So when you say I'm here, like, that shows that I'm here.
What does that mean?
That means, like, that's just a blanket statement. Like, I'm here dealing with your attitude. I'm here dealing with the hormones. I'm here.
Oh, okay. You taking that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm dealing with a lot of shit that I may not give off to you because men are more chill.
Right.
In my opinion. But
oftentimes.
Right. So that'll be my thing. Because let's just say you and your girl y'all walk in a lounge. More than likely she's gonna get hit on 10 times more than probably you.
12.
Right. So
well, we in Atlanta. Let me take that back.
You go with the Atlanta jokes. So my point is, like, it's just as easiest for her to cheat. It's probably easier for her to cheat than it is for you to cheat.
Of course.
So I think that statement is. I want you
fair.
to cheat.
That's fair. I would never say this
right.
because I feel like if you doing what you need to be doing, you never really got to say a word. And I'm appreciative of recognition. You know what I'm saying? That also opens up the door for you to feel comfortable about either talking or expressing yourself, because if your significant other has acknowledged that they see the effort that you're putting forth, or I see a huge change in you, you're not who you used to be, or I appreciate how you handle me, that's a morale booster. That is motivation for you to say, well, hey, you know, this is what's going on. What do you think about this? Like, it opens the door up for you to be a little bit more comfortable to express yourself.
Do you think you create a safe space for your lady?
Hell yeah.
Does she use a safe space?
She's getting there. I truly believe that it took me a very, very long time to get to the point that I'm at right now. Understanding how to have a conversation is so pivotal. At work, it's a lot of people that I can't talk to for the simple fact that they just don't fucking listen. Because people think that being a good communicator is you expressing yourself to other people. Being a good communicator also means that you're able to shut the fuck up and listen, to receive information, disseminate it, and then regurgitate what the point or the thesis is back to somebody.
Right.
So I truly believe that working where I work and working with the people that I work has made me communicate better. Because I know how frustrated I get when I'm talking and somebody cut me off at work.
Mm-hmm.
So just imagine how that shit is when you at the crib and you really could say whatever you want to say. Like
Right.
at work, you can't say everything that you want to say. Like, bitch, I was talking. The fuck?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't say that at the job. But at home, I can say what the fuck. Like I was just,
You cut me off.
Yeah. So I believe that I always, where I believe I've grown is being able to accept constructive criticism and not take it so defensively. That has in turn allowed me to listen, because sometimes you can't see further than yourself or further than what's in the mirror. So a lot of times people will come to you and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I noticed XYZ. And the first thing you want to do is defend.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to take time to listen to say, well, what you saying, that make sense. I do that. Or I have noticed that I've done that. So
Right.
me creating a safe space for my significant other, I feel like I do a good job of that. I honestly feel like a bulk of maybe the challenge comes from things that happened prior to me even being in her life.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's not just with a relationship. That's with parents. That's with friends. That's with colleagues. Like you're a ball of different fucking people when you meet somebody.
Right.
And as you get closer to them, you peel off layers of those people that stuck with you.
Mm-hmm.
So like your mom, you know what I'm saying? Your mom may not be the best communicator, but you get with somebody that is, you peel off a layer of your mom, or you peel off a layer of your pops, or your first boyfriend, or the nigga that took your virginity, or your baby daddy, or your second baby daddy, or an uncle that was, truly close to you that maybe disappointed you. Like, it's a whole bunch of shit that happens, and you ball all that shit up, and then you get out in the world, and now you this ball of motherfuckers that, you're introducing yourself to the person that you are interested in, and then they got to spend time peeling off all them fucking layers.
Right.
And likewise with you.
So one thing I typically, what I definitely do now is that a lot of stuff, I know we text our significant others a lot at work or when we're not around each other, but when it's like an important conversation, I'll be like, okay, we're not going to talk about this right now. We'll talk about this in person. So I don't know if you do that or anything like that, but I definitely will, because in the text message sometimes like you may be reading too fast or you distracted.
Yep.
And you miss a word and you replace it with something else, and it's like, okay, well, that's harsh, or whatever the case may be. So for me, one thing that works a lot for me is like having those face-to-face conversations, because sometimes you need to get away from the phone and the distraction. Absolutely.
My approach is always, we're not going to be able to accomplish what we need to via text message. So when you have an opportunity, give me a call so we can talk.
Right.
And a lot of times that works. A lot of times it doesn't, because not everybody. I also think that's why people text so much. Because out of fear that they're not going to be able to articulate their point in the manner in which they need to. They got to sit down and type it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I can tell you how I feel in person. I can tell you how I feel through text message, email, pigeon, note, whatever the fuck. Because how I'm feeling, ultimately, I need to see how you're going to react to that, because that's going to make me change. And I said this the other night too. I said, if you're constantly making adjustments, changing, altering, making things easier for your partner, and it's not being reciprocated, resentment will set in. Because you're going to feel like, I'm making all these fucking changes. Every time you come to me, you got a complaint, and I make the adjustment. But what are you doing?
Right.
A nigga asks you to cook something other than spaghetti, and we sleep with our back to each other.
Right.
So how is it that I'm making all of these changes and sacrificing while you're not that means that only one of us is growing, and clearly we're growing in the opposite direction of each other. Mm-hmm. So that's important too. But I do think I create. I'm not gonna say I'm the best, but I do think I create a very safe atmosphere, and I've been told and commemorated for that because, yo, a nigga don't want to argue.
Right.
I did enough of that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you don't feel like talking, cool. Call me when you do. Mm-hmm. I'm not finna run behind you and say, hey, please talk to me. Like, I've done all of that already. When you ready to talk, I'm here.
I'll be right here on the couch.
You know what I'm saying? If that means we got to go a couple hours without talking to one another, but at least when we do finally get back to communicating, we've had opportunity to cool down. I've been able to think about some of the things that I probably could have did a little bit better or said a little bit better, likewise with you. And we can have a productive conversation. And hopefully the issue doesn't just get swept under the rug with I apologize for how I made you feel. Nah, nigga, let's talk about what you did.
Right. How
I reacted, what I did, how you reacted, and then let's come to some form of a resolution to not get back to this point again. So,
and don't make everything a joke. A lot of shit ain't a joke. Like, this shit be serious.
Oh, I'll stop talking. If I feel like if my feelings not being really or truly addressed or received, we could talk about this later.
Right.
We don't got to do that because you're gonna make me mad, and I'm not trying to really be mad right now.
Right.
So it took a while, man. It took a very, very long time. I was a horrible communicator. I was a horrible conflict resolutionist. And I'm just thinking back on past relationships, on how I used to treat people, how I would diminish feelings, how I would only be concerned with feelings of myself. That shit make you rethink a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying?
It really do. Like my mom always showed us, oh yeah, y'all work, y'all do this, y'all do that. Like, so you good. But I know, like you said, that's just a layer that my mom did accept, but my wife doesn't. So I had to understand that what I'm doing ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be able to create a space where she was the youngest. She had a lot of, personal issues going on, and I gotta understand why she reacts this way. But like you said, as we grow, your reaction shouldn't always be the same. And that's what I wanted to change. My reaction shouldn't always be the same when we have a conversation like this or a conversation like that. I gotta listen, and then when I find an opportunity to speak, I can speak my piece, and then we find a middle ground.
Being a good provider has been minimized in today's society.
Yeah.
Because when you hear, oh, I need a man that's gonna provide, most of the time, or all of the time, women are only speaking about financially and materialistically. What can you do for me to make my life easier? What bill you gonna pay? What car you gonna buy me? What are you going to contribute to this household to make my life as a woman easier?
Right.
That's usually how the word provider gets thrown around. But you also have to be a good provider of communication, a good provider of emotional intelligence, a good provider of, just overall communication. Because, yeah, I probably make 6 figures, doing well for myself, got a nice car, a nice crib, you know what I'm saying? And I could get you whatever purse you want, whatever shoes you want, this and that. But if it come time where you've received all of the gifts that you want to receive, but you still feel empty, you still feel lonely, you still feel like you're not heard, and then you come to me to express yourself, and because of the relationship we've established, I take the information that you presented to me, and then I just go out and buy you something else,
Right.
thinking that
This
is going to solve the problem. This is an ongoing problem that happens all the time. And all you're doing is perpetuating the further narrative that, you know, you can't have both. Like the niggas with a whole bunch of money, they don't got a lot of emotional intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
And the niggas with all the game and emotional intelligence and compassion and all of that, y'all laugh at the nigga for making $75,000 a year.
Right.
Which, by the way, in Atlanta is a very good salary.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if you do got kids. That's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The salary ain't the issue. It's the liabilities.
Right.
And I think people like they don't really understand that concept. You know what I'm saying? You could make $100,000 a
But
year.
if you spend $90,000,
If you spend $90,000 on bullshit and you got poor money management, you don't really make $100,000 a year.
right. Well, you do. You just don't have it.
You don't. You don't have shit to show for it. So yeah, I think again, you know, just tapping into emotional intelligence is very, very important, man. And it's all right to be soft around your girl. Like you could say, yo, you hurt my feelings.
Right.
I didn't like when you do this. It made me feel like this when you did this. Like, it's okay to say that. I think a lot of niggas think that shit make you pussy. It don't. It make you a man.
Right.
It make you human. Really, because if you don't say it, then you're going to be in the corner mad as fuck that she don't ask you what's wrong with you.
Well, my thing has always been, like, if you can't be emotional with your girl, then who the fuck you going to be emotional with?
They going to say your homeboys, and then they going to call us gay. That's what's going to happen.
I'm cool. Like, I answer the phone for you, my brother, Ricky, you know, everybody that's in my circle. But eventually, like, certain conversations ain't going to get you and your girl anywhere if you having a conversation with me.
Yeah, your homeboys ain't going to be able to solve every problem.
Right.
Especially the major problems with your girl.
Right. So, eventually, you got to take that shit
thing
to her. You got to take it to her front door. I'm cool. Like, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm going to give you the best advice I can give you. But at the end of the day, like, that shit between y'all.
Right.
And I always say that shit, man. How y'all gonna fix it?
Great. So, I'm at the bottom of my glass, which tells me that we are out of time.
Football season about to start, so we definitely running out of time.
Yeah, man. But just take this week, just a piece of information. Take this week to talk to your significant other. If you got a significant other, just talk to them and ask them ways that you can be a better communicator and ways that you can make them feel more comfortable with them opening up to you. And you'll be surprised at some of the answers that you get. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all niggas hoes be scared to talk to y'all.
Right.
They talk to their homegirl more than they talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Or they talk to their work husband more than they talk to you. Like, don't ignore that shit. I understand y'all niggas want to play 2K and Madden and all that other shit. That's cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you still got to be in tune and have that emotional intelligence within your relationship. If not, you're going to lose your hoe.
And don't lie. Just be. If they ask, what's the question you always? What can I do better?
What can I do? Like, how can I improve?
Don't lie.
Yeah.
Tell it, like,
how can I improve?
male or female. Tell
be brutally honest.
Right. Hey, I don't like the way you did that.
Yep. Be brutally honest. And the people that receive it well are typically the people that you're supposed to be with.
Right.
The niggas that don't receive it well, you need to run as far away from that motherfucker as you possibly can before you get pregnant again.
Y'all gonna be in the same fucking cycle.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, man. So I'm your boy, Way More Fly Than You. When you on Instagram, Way More Fly Than You 2 U's on Twitter.
Lil Dirt 88 on Twitter, Junior Dirt _88 on IG.
Thank y'all for listening.